So, I find it hilarious that nowadays there's YouTubers out there that lie like hell about what's actually going on in their lives, right? That they say that gurus are out there chasing them down, trying to sue them for information that you can just Google search, right? How does that make any sense whatsoever? Now, of course, I'm not going to call anybody specific out, and I'm not going to name any names. But how is the guy who's bashing the gurus that he interviewed on his YouTube channel for having courses and classes and information that's, paid information that saves people time and money by taking those courses and classes? Something don't make sense, right? It don't make any sense at all, because that's like bashing the people that you begged to be on your channel. Anyway, I'm just tired of hearing misinformation. It gets on my nerves. These lies of people suing people. I want somebody to show me a lawsuit right now. I've sued a few people, so I know what a lawsuit looks like. It's public record. You can go and look for it, and you will find it. If somebody's suing you, if somebody's getting sued, the whole world gets to know about it. But anyway, enough about my rant, right? Today, exciting day, right? Got a lot of different things going on. And I know that I started this video off on a rant just because I think I'm just annoyed, right? I just hate fake lies that, people want to spread on YouTube just to get views, right? That's why, these guys usually suck at what they do. And probably more than likely, if anybody knows the story of Plies, the rapper, you guys know. Usually these guys that are crying wolf, they're nobodies. They're nobodies. But yeah, got a lot of stuff going on today. I'm going to show you what I got going on finally, and see if we can get this guy that we talked to yesterday back on the phone. Yes, I know. I bought a super expensive coffee maker, okay? I couldn't help myself. I used to go to Starbucks every morning, and between going over there, the drive, the time wasted, I felt like I could get better results by just buying a coffee maker. And then I just bought this to make my nice white chocolate mocha, and it works fantastic. If you guys are on the fence about buying the coffee maker, it's Magnifica by DeLonghi. It's actually pretty good. Not sponsoring this video. I have no affiliate link. It's just a really good coffee maker. I know if you Google it, it does cost a fortune. But again, time saved, money saved. This would equal how much I probably spent on Starbucks for the entire year, maybe even 6 months. I drink a lot of coffee. So let's go back to my office. All right, so as of right now, what we're mainly focusing on is that we're actually trying to, broaden our horizons as far as marketing goes, right? This coffee is good, by the way. So what I've been doing is, with the text messaging, we haven't been adding like a whole bunch of people like I used to do. So now what I do is that I'll add maybe a couple hundred people. We'll let it run through the whole thing. And the AI REI, what it does is it is going through 3 cycles of marketing. You have first your mobile marketing, so it markets to all the mobile phone numbers that you have for the lead. Then it moves to landline marketing. Then it goes back to mobile line marketing. Essentially what it does is it creates like a very great drip system over time that is going to consistently pump out leads, but it's going to give you almost that mail effect, right? If you guys have ever done mail before, when you send out marketing in mail, usually, of course, you're just dripping a mail campaign every single month. And over time, people will start to respond to it, or they've been hit with marketing multiple times, and then they'll start to respond to it. That's essentially what I'm doing. So I'm dripping the text messaging /RVM /landline campaign, dripping my mail campaigns too, because now I'm sending about 2,700 postcards. And then I'm also doing cold calling, and then trying to focus on the SEO marketing of my website. I have a Carrot site too. I've had it for years. Dabbled with it a little bit with the SEO stuff a while back. I used to rank #1 for my major markets here. Now I don't, of course, because I just kind of destroyed my websites, restarted it from scratch. I understand the SEO strategy now a little bit better, so I think that I could be a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Be a little bit more, not targeted, but I could be better at doing the SEO stuff, right? Then, let me think. So while those are all like giving me leads, right? They're not all gonna give you a ton of leads at once. Not even the text messaging. Like I get good leads from text messaging, but I like the fact that I have multiple lead sources. So in case newer rules with text messaging come in, I don't get crushed, right? Because like right now, the text messaging scene is it's under attack. Not saying that it doesn't work. It does work. It works very well. But I was heavily reliant of only text messaging for a long time. For the last, I'm gonna say like 8-10 months, maybe longer than that. Yeah, I'm gonna be like 12 months. The past 12 months, I've been relying only on text messaging. We stopped cold calling. We weren't cold calling as much. And now we're just doing everything just so we don't miss out on those leads that we never hit. Like, you know, I lost 740 leads. I think I discussed this on my last video. 740 leads were lost. 540 of them were never ever contacted. Like we reached out, but we never got contact from them. So they never answered our marketing. So what that tells me is either they went to PPC or they went to mail. So even if I could get an extra 20 to 30 deals a year from the mail that I send, that's gonna be great. Now, what this is also doing is, I don't know if you guys have heard me saying REI Sift, and this is like their biggest thing. REI Sift wants you to use their software to build a database of owners. So what that does is you are creating a humongous database of owners. That way you can contact them at any time, whether they're not interested or not. If you drive by a house, there's junk piled up outside, you know, hey, that's a recent eviction. Let me give him a call. You're gonna call him and be like, hey Bob, I passed by your house. I saw all the stuff was thrown out. Hey, would you entertain an offer? You know, what's the worst that he could say? No, stop calling me. You still have his phone number, so you can call him next year when you see the junk piled up on the curb. In other news, I finally got my rental out there in the streets, and it is looking really good. I'm gonna show you guys, but this house looks fantastic, man. It's been a long time in the making. It took me a while because I had like all kinds of stuff that kept popping up, and it's tough, man. Like trying to run a business and then trying to do a side hustle, which my side hustle is getting my my rentals online. It's tough, but looking really good. So let me see if I could get that to focus. There we go. Yeah, looking great, man. Look at that. That is grade A. Grade A. Now, I put it out there to be rented a little bit more than what I wanted, just to test the waters. And so far, I've been getting some really great movement. So I had put this out for $1,300. Market rent in the area is actually pretty wild. So $1,300. I'm hoping I get it. I think I can. A 1-bedroom apartment in the area in the hood rents for about $1,200. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath trailer, but it's fully renovated, brand new HVAC system, new roof, new water heater. So it's clean, right? Comes with the appliances, you know, stove, refrigerator, no dishwasher. I just don't have room for it, or else I'd put one in there. So I'm hoping that I could get a good qualified tenant in there. If not, you know, I'll lower the price. It's the worst that could happen, right? I feel like I messed up with my last property. I put it out there for $1,500 and it flew. it flew so fast, it was unbelievable. I had over 80 applications for it. This one I already have 3. Pretty crazy, right? But yeah, that's all I got for there. So now, as far as this guy from yesterday, Chris, in case you guys are just tuning in and didn't see my last video, I'll post it up here. So Chris has a 20 space trailer park with about 10 to 12 units still on the trailer park. It has probably about 10 trailers. It needs a well because the first well is only a 6-inch well. So it's enough water power to supply water to the first 10 trailers with no dishwasher. Oh, I'm sorry, not dishwasher, no washer and dryer. So if you add a washer and dryer on there, it's going to decrease the water pressure, causing the well not to function correctly. That kind of sucks. I would just, drill for another well or a bigger well, because a 6-inch well kind of sucks. That's like just barely enough water to supply water for the park. Drilling a well is like $50,000, probably more, depending how deep they got to go. That's really what it comes down to. And then the equipment is not that expensive. So what we're going to do right now is I'm going to try calling him to see if anything has changed. And I got his number over here, so I can go ahead and give him a call. So let's try that out. And I know you love my little stick-it notepad notes, but these things are great because I like to write a lot and I lose a lot of information. But let's give him a call, see what he says.
Your call has been forwarded to an
No answer. I'm gonna still leave him a voicemail though. Hey Chris, it's me, Dan. We talked yesterday about that trailer park you have in Gastonia. If you could give me a call. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day. All right, so he's gonna be a follow-up now. I still have to plug him into the system and put all his information in. But, these are the type of deals you're gonna have to nurture them for a while, go back and forth on price, and figure out what it is that you guys can come to an agreement on, right? Most deals happen that way. I know that everybody sees, guys on YouTube, they make one call and it's the right call. What you don't see is all the calls we edited out to get to that one call. This guy is a deep prospect that I've been chasing for a while. At the same time, it's a guy that I'm gonna stay on top of because I'm pretty sure nobody's been hitting him up. I'm actually really sure about that because he was hard to find. He was hard to find, his dad was hard to find, and the fact that they're actually interacting with me shows that there's some type of motivation. I know he said yesterday he's not interested, but that's a big bluff. It's a humongous bluff. Because I know when these guys are bluffing, typically they're not going to tell you their pain. They're not going to tell you why it's been empty for so long. He just be like, oh, well, I'm going to get it up and running. When, Chris? When? When are you going to get up and running? But, it is what it is. Whatever might be holding him back for whatever reason, there could be like 50 different things that could be holding him back. Maybe he doesn't have the money. Maybe he just doesn't have the time. Maybe he doesn't really need to because he's got money invested somewhere else. I know myself, I have vacant houses that I own them. I'm not ready to work on them. Number one, because I just don't have any money right now to work on them. And on top of that, I don't have any time. Everything takes time and dedication. So if I'm gonna dedicate time to the rental part of my business, my wholesale business is gonna fall. Or not fall, but it's gonna take less energy, meaning I'm going to make less money with it. But right now, I'm just dedicating all my time to my wholesale business, and I'm dedicating time to my CRM business. Those two businesses are taking priority right now because number one, I want to build up my CRM business at the same time provide value for my current customers, and then my first priority, I should say, is my wholesale business to keep my employees and my partner and myself happy, because that is what makes the majority of my income. People ask why I don't flip houses, and to be honest, it's the time. Not the fact that I got to invest time and money into it, but I make so much money wholesaling that if I tried to flip, I wouldn't make as much money, and I wouldn't really have the time to manage it, right? I don't have a project manager, it's me managing it, or my partner managing it. So even though, yeah, like instead of making 30K on a wholesale deal, I can make like 100K on a flip, that's cool. But I make more money because my wholesale business is at another level that most wholesale businesses are not. Most guys that I know that are wholesaling are cruising between the $200,000 to $500,000 a year in wholesale fees. I'm a bit higher, not bragging, just I'm a bit higher. So like when you think about that, the amount of energy and human power that it takes to run this wholesale business is way more than if I was just gonna flip these houses. So, that's the way that is. On another note, I'm gonna let you guys see something cool on the next video, which I'm gonna shoot it today, but just so this video isn't so long, tune into the next video. I'm gonna show you guys a house that I picked up under contract like this. So the video is obviously not the best. I'm obviously trying not to show him that I'm recording, but you guys saw the house. It's in decent shape. It has a lot of termite damage. That's probably the only downfall to it. Layout is ugly. It was kind of weird when you walked in the front door. You had literally a hallway and then just rooms. It was almost built like an office. Actually would have made a great office space. But he is an older gentleman, inherited the house from his aunt. He's the only one that's kept up with it. The exterior looks pretty good. It's got new siding, new windows, a new roof, but a tree fell on it in the back, causing a water leak. And the older gentleman is just tired of dealing with it. He's old. He just doesn't have the time. He is not interested in renting it out. He just wants to get it off his plate and literally make no money on it. He owes a mortgage of about he has a mortgage against it, but owes $40,000 left on the payoff. So we're gonna take it off his hands for what he wants. He just wants to pay it off and get it over with and move on with his life. He's an older guy, lost one of his hands in a mill accident, which is kind of crazy. But that's the story of that guy. Now we're dealing with a couple other issues with the property. Basically coming back to title. Apparently there's 3 open mortgages. He told us there was only 1, and he doesn't know what's going on with the other 2. So we're going to try to work through that and see what we can make happen with it. At the same time, if for whatever reason we can't figure out the title issue, I'm pretty sure we can work something out with him, either owner financing or some other type of deal there. That way, he don't have to worry about the property anymore. I'll take that down, owner finance, all day, because if I could keep it by not putting any money into it, it's a win for me. Even if I got to remodel it, the money to remodel it is going to be easier to deal with, and then I can just come back and refi with my own mortgage and wipe out all his stuff. So it makes a great entry for anybody that doesn't really have a lot of money to buy something. You could buy it. I could probably rent it as is, but I'm not a slum lord, so I'd rather just fix it up and do something with it. But that's all I got for today, guys. This wasn't really a daily vlog video. This is more of just showing you guys that deal, how we talked to him, and also what the property looked like. And remember, this came off of just 2 mailers, right? Out of 200 that I was sending. So $180 got me a deal. This was driving for dollars. It was a vacant property. I could tell it was vacant because nobody had been driving in the driveway. Also, there was like overgrown grass on the steps. So definitely driving for dollars works. You just gotta be consistent with it. This guy had no phone numbers. Great people to mail are people that have no phone numbers. If you can't find a phone number for them, man, that means that they are prime and nobody's contacting them. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, tell me how much I suck, whatever it is that you want to do. And I'll catch you guys on another vlog.